Okay, so getting your natural pace of life back after all this stuff that we've experienced in the last year is exciting. And for some of you, it's also unsettling. So I want to bring in Dr. Brad Schwall to chat more about re-emerging, or maybe reintegrating, as I like to call it. Good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a really long time.
I know, it has been long.
I know.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah, you've been talking to all my colleagues, but I'm glad that I get to chat with you today. So, Dr. Schwall, how has sort of this lockdown limited our social interaction over the last year and really impacted us?
Well, friendships are really key to well-being. They offer support. They offer the chance to share about life's changes and challenges. And while we have found ways and been creative in reconnecting or staying connected, we do need to be intentional about reconnecting. So it's going to be important to look at those friendships that we do want to renew and that we need to nurture, while also being aware a lot has changed over that year. So relationships have changed, routines have changed. So there will be an adjustment period.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I like how you said the relationships that you want, to kind of come back to you, because that may not be everybody, right? And some might be ready to renew friendships or start gathering or traveling, but it can really be a shock to the system. So does this require us to kind of like mentally prepare ourselves?
I think so. A couple of variables here. One, with family, and at the center, a lot of our therapists have been working with couples, with individuals who deal with or are dealing with relationship challenges, which we all do at any given time, regardless of whether we're in a pandemic. And so there may need to be some healing, or perhaps even just leaving the past behind. But as far as re-engaging, I know that we've gotten used to our current routine. The busyness will begin again. So I think being intentional about what we say yes to, focusing on quality relationships. Again, this is a chance in many ways to start afresh. So while we stayed connected, that reconnecting, we can be even more purposeful in how we relate. So certainly we may want to pace ourselves, but I think most importantly, we need to be choosy, prioritize, and be focused on quality time, what is best for us. But most importantly, get that support, develop those friendships. It is so key, and we have been missing that. Listen, be in tune, because your friends will have dealt with loss over this last year. And that's one key to a quality relationship, is listening, showing interest, letting your friends share so that you can be of support.
Yeah, I think that is all such great advice. Okay, so for some of us who have been living alone, isolation may have become a little too comfortable. Is it bad if you don't really want to go out and see people yet? Is that bad? You can be honest with me.
No, it is
Okay.
not. We need that support, but there is nothing wrong, and we all have different temperaments and different personalities, and it's okay to like to have one friend or 20 friends. We just have to be comfortable with ourselves. So certainly being alone is a good thing, and I think one theme that I've noticed in your work, great work over the last year, is to be content, is to focus on who you are. And so no matter your need for interaction, if you are focused on who you are, you're aware of who you are, you're grounded, no matter whether you're with people or alone, you're going to be better off, you're going to be healthy. So you have to focus on your needs, and that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
As long as we're getting support, because that's important too.
I'll get the balance in there. Last question real quickly in a couple of seconds. The impact to children, is that any different? I feel like kids are so resilient.
Kids are resilient, and kids have been finding ways to reconnect. In some ways, I have talked to teens here at the center who have liked the change of pace. But I do think that beginning again, those rites of passage, graduations, and different activities will be good for kids. So we're going to see their lives enhanced and improved as life returns more to normal. They've been resilient, but it will be nice for them to be able to interact even more with each other.
No doubt. Dr. Schwall, great to chat with you. It's
Great
been
to
a
chat with
long
you.
time. I really appreciate that. Great advice too, obviously, as always.